head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next. Babe Ruth, a Maryland-born southpaw, will be doing the starting pitching in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. He will lead this one off today.
The right fielder, number 6.
Here comes the first pitch. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway.
Batting second, the first baseman, number 20.
Now at the plate, Peter Alonso. First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Ruth has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact.
Yeah, Matt, and that's not an easy thing to do. I think one of the reasons is he changes speeds really well, and he throws both sides of the plate. One of the keys to missing the barrels, you have to be able to throw inside and throw outside, and he's about as good as it gets in baseball at missing barrels.
Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Thoughts, Stan? Who stands out?
Well, Michael Conforto has been a big piece for them. He's got great power. I love watching a guy can take the ball to the opposite field or go to dead center field, and that's exactly who he is. BP is impressive, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him launch one in this one.
The 0-1 on its way. Behind 0-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. First pitch on its way. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Williams is after it. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Digging in, Jackie Robinson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Groundbreakers, the
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Jackie Robinson.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Conforto is in retreat as he pulls it in for the first out. Now a chance to check out the starting 9 for the mid-century Groundbreakers as penned by Sparky Anderson. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, I know I'm stating the obvious, but the middle of the order has to come through today. You got guys that are playing way above their pay grade on the periphery, and it's time for them to look and see the big boys do their job.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
And it's fouled away. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Rosario's got it cleanly. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first. Ready now, Willie Mays, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Line hard to the left side, but foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Ground ball right side. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
So frustrating, Hero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, all of a sudden it turns into a three-field single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
Fouled away. Here it comes, 0-2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on MLB Network. Into the box, Robinson Cano. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Cano.
Line drive to center field. And Cano, don't you know, is going to reach. It's a base hit. So a base hit to kick things off here, and there's a man aboard to start out their half of the second.
Well, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
First offering on its way. Grounded back up the middle. Banks has got it. Step on the bag for 1. To Gehrig for the double play.
The third baseman.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And into bed next will be J.D. Davis. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Check to swing there and pops this one up. Ruth is there, and they go down in a hurry here as this side is quickly retired. Stepping in, Lou Gehrig. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Number 4.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively.
Batting 6.
And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. One and one. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Again, a 1-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Cespedes. But he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he's in there at third with a one-out triple.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the gap. Both outfielders give it a chase, but they can't catch up to it. Next thing you know, it's one hops the wall, and he's busting his hump around second on his way to third.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And he fouls this one off. No score here, but a potential run is 90 feet away with one gone. Inside here with the hard stuff, and it's 2-1 now. 3-1.
Right there, it's a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. On the ground for Cano, this could be 2. Only play will be the first, as we'll see our first run score here, as this is a 1-0 ball game. Ty Cobb will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 0.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Hard ground ball to third. Davis brings it in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. Warren Spahn, the lefty standing 6 foot even, takes over the pitching duties here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Leading off for the Mets, the shortstop, Ahmed.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Jed Lowry will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 4, Jed Lowry.
High in the air out to center field. Mays waits on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
So striding forward now, Jeff McNeil. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Backhanded. Throw in time, and the ball game is over.
Wow, that game flew by, but that's what happens when you get a well-pitched 1-run game. Both hurlers battle, and it's almost a shame somebody had to lose this one.
A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. The mid-century era took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Babe Ruth is the winning pitcher of record. Jacob deGrom only completed 2 innings and is charged with the loss. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. This is Matt Vasgersian, and you've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. See you next time. It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Number 6.
Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Hey, guys, loud contact right out of the gate. I like where this is headed. Let's hope that this is the start of just a monster offensive output by both sides.
Up next will be the power bat of Peter Alonso. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. McNeil gets his lead at first, nobody out. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matt, I can't wait to see if La Potencia, Yoenis Cespedes, can keep it going. The guy is in the middle of the lineup, and when he's in the middle, things just happen. Guys in front of him get on, he drives them in, and if not, he has the ability to get things started and set the guys up behind him. He's a force.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line to the right side. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
The left fielder.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. He's set and the pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
This offense has been warned. If they didn't know already, now they do know. He's got his A-game fastball with him today.
Now the 0-1. Check swing grounder to the right side. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. So coming to the plate, Jackie Robinson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounded down the third baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. One game for each team is in the books, and now it's on to day 2, and we've got a good matchup ahead between the international prospects and the prospects from the Central region. Louis Amon, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Coming to the plate now, Boog Buck, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Buck.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one.
I mean, that's almost an unhittable pitch right there. The downward action of that nasty split finger, add in the velocity in the high 80s, you ain't doing much with that.
Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Letier sprinting after it,
but he
won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be pleased with himself there. Gets a base knock and drives in a run along the way. Scouts love a guy that can get timely hits. Well done there.
Let's play ball. 3. Out, out, out. Stay down. 3. 3. You're out. He stays out.
Now in the box, Boog
Now
Buck.
batting.
He reached
Catcher.
on a single in his
Boog.
first try.
Yeah, and he's got to feel super confident right now. He's the only real offense in this game. Guys on the mound have been executing every pitch.
Runs up to bunt here, but he missed it for strike one. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike two. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike three called, and that's the first out of the inning.
Wow, he just looked completely overmatched at that at-bat. 3 straight pitches and down he goes. Barely had enough time to dig in. Believe me, the scouts noticed that.
Play ball. 4-4. Take your base. 3. 3. 3. He's out. You're out.
Standing in,
Now
Boog
batting.
Buck, 1 for
The
2
catcher.
on his line so
Boog.
far in the game.
Buck.
First delivery to him on the way. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Checks his swing, but this will be strike two call.
When I see guys check swinging, they're not seeing the baseball. They're not picking it up. You got to take a step back. The only thing you tell yourself in this situation is do not move your head.
Line hard to the left side. Now another 0-2. Line toward the alley in left center. And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. Sanchez rounds the corner and is headed home. He scores as they push the lead to 5 now.
Yeah, he's at this showcase to show what he can do. And if he could string a few ABs like that together, he's going to see his stock rise and keep rising. Nothing spectacular, just a solid base knock.
Let's play ball. Out. Out. Ball 4. Take your base. He's out. That's ball 4. Ball 4. Take your base. He stays. 3. You're out. 3.
Your attention, please.
At the plate, Boog Buck. He
Leading
singled
off
his
for the
last time
international
up.
prospects, the catcher, Buck.
First pitch on its way. Takes this the other way to right. So he'll
round it.
add
Find the
1
ball.
to his
Round it.
total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. So that's how they'll start out their half of the 7th inning. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning.
3. Out.
Digging in, Boog Buck. He's
Now
working
batting,
on a 3-hit
catcher,
ball game right
Boog
now.
Buck.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike. Runner breaks for third. Hit high and deep out to left. Villanueva looking up. Gone! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and the lead is now 7-2.
Yeah, and the scouts love the fact that he has the power to go deep. But I'll tell you what they love even more. A hitter that can rise to the occasion with runners on base. A hitter that can clutch up is a valuable asset to any lineup.
Let's play ball. He's out. 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 Out.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
7-2, the final score this afternoon. The International prospects took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Ricky Burton earns the victory on the mound. Louis Amon worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Here now our final line score. First, for the victorious International squad, 7 runs on 15 hits. No errors, they left 15 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 17 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
With nothing left to do but await his fate, this young hopeful receives a check-in from his former high school coach, who's been acting as his advisor through the process.
Welcome back to the Major League Baseball. With the 7th pick, the Texas Rangers select Boog Buck, a catcher from the International region.
After a long and lonely first 2 days of the MLB draft, this player's wait is finally over. When a player returns to a scout day, having been through the process before, he knows exactly what to expect. Before taking his swings, this prospect shares a word with another prospect who just finished up. Simple words of encouragement from other prospects are sometimes enough to relax any nerves. Done for the day and heading back to the locker room, this player is met by one of the scouts in attendance, who reminds him that he's still got one more chance to make an impression on the big league buyer.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we get the ball rolling with an intriguing matchup on day one between the international prospects and those representing the West. Buster Halpern, the lefty from the Hawkeye State, gets the nod to pitch in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all four of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can...
Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Boog Buck, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
I don't blame the batter for pulling the trigger right there. Those fastballs light up your eyes, and you can occasionally do damage with them, but he wasn't able to catch up with that one.
Line drive to center field, and that's in there. Base hit. And not in time as the run scores. And the runner from second is in to score. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Wow, that is a really impressive AB for a youngster in this showcase. He's got two guys aboard, and he finds a way to drive them both in. That's what being a productive major leaguer is all about, cashing in on scoring opportunities whenever they present themselves. If he could do that on a consistent basis, he's going to have a spot in the big leagues for years to come.
Play ball. Out. He's out. 3. 4-4. Take the base.
Now to the plate, Boog Buck. He drove home 2 with a single in his last plate appearance.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Torres at second. Maris is over at first with one away. And another foul ball.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
A pause and the 0-2. Bullet back up the middle. Lee is there, 2 gone.
Yeah, it's an out, but he really put a charge into that pitch, and that's just what the scouts are interested in. His swing was textbook, even if the ball didn't drop. If he strings together more at bats like that, he's going to be in great shape on draft day.
The batter, the shortstop, Luis Pata.
Lays off the splitter that time, and it's 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Here's the 2-1. Oh, and he gets a fastball up in the zone, and he hammers it out to deep left field. And this baby is gone. A home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, and it's suddenly a 5-1 ball game.
Right fielder, Nelson.
3 runs already home here. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the tap.
Striding in once again,
Now
Boog
batting,
Buck.
The catcher, Boog Buck.
First offering on its way. Line to the right side. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And now it'll rattle up against the wall.
Yeah, and scouts are going to really like this at bat. So many young players want to do too much with a pitch, trying to pull everything, but he waited until the ball was deep in the zone, and he went with it to the opposite field. It's great to see a youngster who uses the whole field.
Into the box now.
Now
Boog
batting,
Buck.
catcher,
He singled his
Boog
last time up.
Buck.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. 4 runs here in this half inning. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4.
Boy, way to get on base now.
Hey, we're not trying to reinvent the wheel here. It's really pretty simple. He's here at the showcase to show scouts he can contribute at the major league level. When he has at bats like that one, notching solid base hits, the scouts are going to sit up and take notice.
The batter, the shortstop, Luis.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Lee is there. 1 out. Throw back to first. On to first, and they get the double play. Stepping up to the plate, Nelson Jimenez.
The right fielder, number 10, Nelson Jimenez.
The 1-1 home is in there for strike number 2. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So it's 4 runs on 4 hits, 1 error in the inning, and no one left on base. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. The International Stars lead this one 11-6. Dominic Franco enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Prospects. Number 8, Dominic Franco.
Stepping into the box, Michael Chang. He'll do battle with a new arm out there in their half of the 6th.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
That's the ball.
Just off the outside, and it's 1-0.
No strike.
The 1-0 home finds the zone, strike 1. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Ready for another chance. Boog Buck. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ball game.
Buck.
First pitch on its way. A shot down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this will land untouched. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out.
Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Boog Buck, and we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. First offering on its way. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap.
Dig hard, you're scoring,
and
you're
this
scoring.
one
Go,
bounds around against the wall. They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be pleased with himself there. Gets a base knock and drives in a run along the way. Scouts love a guy that can get timely hits. Well done there. It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
17-9 on this day. The international team sent 5 balls over the wall to come out on top in this one. Johnny Callaway gets the W on the mound. Buster Halpern worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 33 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. One game for each team is in the books, and now it's on to day 2, and we've got a good matchup ahead between the prospects from the Central region and the international squad. Bryant Stein, a Texas-born left-hander.
3.
Into the box now, Boog
Batting
Buck,
fifth.
as he'll look to
The
bring
catcher,
home that tying run
Boog
from second with a base
Buck.
hit into the outfield. He's set. Here it comes. Swing and a liner. And this is going to wind up as extra bases as that'll play one for sure and maybe a second. And the run will score from second as this ball game is tied 1 apiece.
And a great thing about that, AB, aside from him clutching up and driving in a run, it's what he did with 2 outs in the inning. That speaks volumes about a kid's mental toughness right there, and the scouts are definitely going to take note of that.
Now at the plate, Boog Buck. He
Now
came
batting.
through with an RBI
The
single
catcher,
in his last
Boog
at-bat.
Buck.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Check to swing there and pops this one up.
Make the turn.
One there. Stepping in and ready for another
Now
shot,
batting,
Boog
catcher,
Buck, as he's got a
Boog
chance to tie
Buck.
this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Here comes the first pitch. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
First and third, you know he's going to do everything he can on the mound to roll up a double play ball. On the other side, he's got to be looking for a mistake up in the zone that he can drive in the air and pick up a sac fly at the very least.
Check swing, but he makes contact and hits it out in front of the plate. There's one. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step. Digging in now, Boog
Now
Buck.
batting, the catcher, Boog Buck.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. 0-1 the count. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
Wow, he just looked completely overmatched at bat. 3 straight pitches, and down he goes. Barely had enough time to dig in. Believe me, the scouts noticed that.
So a big moment in the ball game here. Boog Buck, as he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning run from second base. Here's the first pitch. Check swing grounder to the right side. Mann fields it cleanly, and that's out number 1.
Hey, on the bright side, he does move the runner over, which in a regular game is what a manager would want for him. But in a showcase, this is a different animal, and he knows it. He wants to drive the ball, get base hits, and drive in runs, which he was unable to do.
A close one, 9-8 at the end of the game in this one. Dan Geiger takes home the win. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
For the international prospects, 9 runs. Welcome back to the Major League Baseball first-year player draft. The first pick is officially on the clock. With the 4th pick, the Miami Marlins select Boog Buck, a catcher from the International region.
Once again, as last year, this returning candidate gets a call from his advisor on the 3rd day of the MLB draft. After impressively finishing out his draft year in a development league, this prospect has been sent to open the following season with a Double-A club. This new player meets his Double-A coach for the first time and receives some sagely advice about what it takes to be successful outside of the gym or field.
It's time for baseball now as the show's tour of the minors continues with a stop in the Southern League. Opening night here in this brand new season between the Jackson Generals and the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next.